Hey everybody, welcome back to the Breath of Fire 3 walkthrough. This will be the final episode. And that I just wanted to show you guys that there was a treasure chest there, I guess. I never looked back at my other video to even see if I had actually got that on took footage of me getting it. So I just figured I'd toss that in at the beginning of this episode. But yeah, I mean, this is it. This is the final stretch. So, if you've, taken care of everything that you want to take care of, then I guess you can save your save your game at the book right up there, and then just march your way on down. I didn't cut out this next fight. There's just me, I don't know if I'd say showcasing the skills, but this is kind of how I set my characters up. So it kind of gives you a little idea of my end game. This is like my, I guess they'd almost call it my farming setup, but charm, steal, focus, aura, and blind, which I rarely use. And then I've got a lot of psionic type skills on Re, and then along with Thunder Strike, and then I put Evil Eye on Momo. And Thunder Strike PZ'd that paralyzed that Revenant, but Evil Eye didn't paralyze this other one. So unfortunately, I thought maybe I could get lucky and have it land on both, and you could see the ridiculous setup there, but whatever. It wasn't that big of a deal. But that's that. Alright, so Miria awaits you ahead. Here I just took a little cut. So these, I don't know what these are. Are these like holograms or something? That's what it looks like anyway. But alright, so they tell you a little bit about what Miria had in mind. Alright, so Miria divided the world into two halves, one half being where you are, the desert of death, and the other, well, I mean, I think we all know what the other world looks like. Alright, so overflowing with life. Little fishing spot there. Alright. Protects your world from the desert. Okay. Okay, so I don't know. These things in the speech, and I don't know, the whole, I don't know, storyline here is a little odd. Basically, this last hologram said that all the life, or the majority of the life, was brought to the other side, and whatever remained here was, well, whatever. I mean, I guess that kind of explains why the people here are just kind of, I don't know, they're not very lively. So even a monster's life is sacred to let me, though, other than the people in the Oasis. So that's the one. Maybe that was what the writers wanted to make obvious. Like, yeah, the people in Covenant were kind of boring and drab and whatnot, but the people in the Oasis aren't that way at all. They're, pretty lively. So kind of a bit of a contradiction. All right, so here they say, and then this is kind of where things really, or like the Miria's, what would this be like? Miria's will is basically explained here, in that, you know, she allows the repair of only existing machines, keeps the city machines from leading to potentially dangerous or destructive ends. Okay. So basically, Miria is just censoring everything, and I should have went up there. I don't know. I hope I didn't miss like some text or something, but I may have. Whoops. And then here's the. I don't know what this is. What do you call that? Floating escalator? Hovering escalator? Hovering platform? I don't know. Alright. Here she is, and she is a pretty, pretty lady with the upside down wings. And Mike. So she obviously kind of left somebody out there. I guess if that wasn't obvious. That we might know the truth. You can't handle the truth. I don't. I'm terrible. However, what is that quote? Everything you say before the word but doesn't really mean anything. However, I guess the quote doesn't work since she didn't say but, she said however. Oh well. I tried. So, I don't know. I guess my take on the whole thing is, you know, Miria certainly seemed like she had good intentions. But, however, you know, the way she went about censoring and controlling the world, obviously it was not acceptable. So, I mean, and I don't know how you'd live with yourself. I mean, basically, she's worried about the power of the brood destroying the world, but they didn't fight back. You know, so they literally just slaughtered people, you know? And, again, you know, didn't even fight back, so I don't know how you'd be able to live with yourself like that. Yeah, so it's an interesting little tidbit. She says, you know, well, you know, even if you succeeded in creating the machines that would basically sustain life here, you know, how do you know you wouldn't make something that wouldn't destroy yourselves? Well, yeah, I mean, that's obviously happened. But I think, you know, maybe the takeaway from the whole thing is, you know, there's good and evil, good or evil people, just like in the real life, you know, and you can either use your power for good or you can use your power for evil. Excuse me. So I guess hopefully, you know, it's just hoping that the good guys are the ones with the power, right? Yeah, so here's the real question. I mean, obviously the hero is a good person. It's pretty obvious. And so the real question is, you know, Nina poses it, is just that, and I like Ree's dialogue here. The real question is, you know, what are you gonna make the hero do? You're gonna make him, you know, you're gonna kill him, or B, you're gonna make him live his life in an artificial world like Tipo, and like, you know, basically that's just not acceptable. So I like Ree's though, like he's like, you know, I guess I'm like a little kid. You know, you tell me no, or you tell me to sit still, and that just makes me want to move more. So in here, I mean, obviously Gar turning on Miria is pretty huge. You know, you went from basically mindlessly obeying her to downright defiance. You know, when he stands with the hero instead of obviously with her. Strength is admittedly small, but it's all you have to live with. I mean, it looks like she just evaporated them. So, I mean, I don't even know if that seems like her power small. Look at that. All right. Looks like Mr. Pico's got some power that we didn't know about. You didn't call my name. Won't be able to get away with this now while I'm around. All right. Time to decide, big boy. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I just want to fight. I just want to fight stuff. Oh, terrible. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, of course. Power is too big for the world. Is it? I don't know. It didn't really seem like it was too big for the world. I mean, it seems like it's really good at beating down monsters, you know? So, I mean, that kind of seems like it's a good power to have in the world. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. All right. So I just talked to all the party members because, you know, I wanted to know what they had to say. So I do like Ree, you know. Hey, she messed with my brother. It's unforgivable. I've learned one thing now more than Miria. I trust you. Boom. There you go. Who said the power of the brood was to make allies out of enemies? Is that Geist? There you go. True power of the brood right there. Momo. Okay. you go against fate, something awful might happen to the world, but... Oh, that's so bad. Ugh. I always believed you weren't a bad... Ah, whatever, that's okay. She's right, she's got a point. It's just horribly worded. I don't really like that phrase, but whatever. It is what it is, and that's how it's written, and that's Nina. Alright, so here you gotta make your choice, and this is gonna affect what ending you get. I obviously went for the good ending. I think that the other ending is crap, so... And I hope you weren't hammering your speech button, because it automatically defaults to giving up your power. More importantly, felt that if he gave up his power, he'd no longer be himself. Yeah, that's true, you know? The hero, you know, throughout the whole game, you know, you're making making choices, and you know, having his power has always been a part of him, and you know, he's made good choices regardless of that power. Your great power has driven you mad. I don't really think though that's the case, but all right, my favorite quote. Life is no longer content to live in the cage that you built for it. There you go. So yeah, I mean, I think that the whole thing has got a lot to do with, you know, censorship and, well, you shouldn't say that. There's a ouch. Kind of lost my train of thought there. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, it's about making choices, and whether they be good or bad, and, you know, I guess maybe kind of living with the consequences. So choose 3 party members to beat down the goddess. Alright, using my trio of awesomeness. Of course, the attack formation. Why wouldn't I? I'd have to be crazy not to. But yeah, you know, it's, like I said, you know, it seems like Miria had good intentions, but the way she went about, I mean, really, it's all about censorship, and not truly really letting people, I don't know, make their own choices almost. You know, she's always there, I guess, in case, you know, if technology got too advanced. I don't know. I guess I don't know what she did, but you know, at some point, people grow up, you know. They're not always going to be kids forever, and that's kind of, it feels like how she, you know, always just viewed people. And I mean, it's obvious that's the way she speaks to the characters. You know, she says, you know, she even says "my children," you know, over and over. So it's obviously how she views them. And all right, so I guess this is what I've got equipped. I don't know that I even, maybe I did swap some stuff out here. All right, man, she is just a looker, you know. It's the type of girl you take home to mom right there. All right, What do we got on Ree here? I guess did I leave this? I left the slicer on him. Okay. Oh, yep. Well, we'll see how well that paid off. See how many. See if I should say maybe if we got any crits or not, but we'll find out. Silver tiara, diamond. Oh wow, she's pretty pimped out. Oh, and that Diana's dress. Apparently she can wear that. I was wondering about that, and well, I don't know if that was the last video or the video before. I couldn't remember if she could actually equip that or not, or if it was only Nina. But I don't know why I tried stealing. There's no point. This is the end of the game. And I want to say she's got like a napalm or something like that. It's totally not worth stealing. So what is she anyway? Some weird bird snake things? A snake bird? And a lady, I guess? With super big 70s hair? Or is that 80s hair? I don't know. I wasn't really around then. I was around in the 80s. Okay, I'll admit that. Not that I remember anything from the 80s. I think I was just a little bit too little for that. Alright, so yeah, I guess I just charmed and went for the steal for the second time, and that's when I called it quits. Because, again, it's the final boss, and she doesn't have anything that's going to be useful to actually beat her, you know, so it's like, yeah, whatever. So, where Tiger it up. Alright. I love Ree's crazy tweak out. Wear Tiger out. Whatever. Alright, so this is pretty much business as usual for me. It's, you know, focus a couple of times and then aura. Buff up Were Tiger. And just go to town. Oh, I bet that was a crit. 13, 14? Something like that, right? So we'll see. We'll see if the slicer keeps... you know, and I don't know. Maybe if I would have just had the Holy Avenger equipped. And, ooh, 3.2k, that's not bad. That was not a crit, yeah, okay. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know if, I don't know how many crits it takes to really pay off, you know? Or if I would have just equipped the Holy Avenger and, you know, and just done more damage in the long run that way. I'm not sure. I don't know these things. And, whoa, what is going on there? That's just creepy. That was super gross. I think she just tried to tentacle Momo or something. That was just, ugh. I think they gave her the most bizarre attack animations. But whatever. I'm sure the animators had a good time with that. Boom, 794. That was not a crit either. And then, oh, you got tentacles. Oh my god. Tentacled for 23. Boy, she just hits like a chump. And take an aura. That was not. That must have only been one focus. Rhea's just Were Tigering her right in the face. What else we got going on here? I think I kind of just ran out of stuff to do with her, so I was like, okay, transfer. She does so little damage, it felt like, why even bother? But, I don't know. I think even really transfer is kind of like, why even bother at this point? And you got the creepiest attack in the game. Like, it's like her face melts. It's so gross. That is so messed up, man. Again, the animators must have had a blast with this. Cause ew. I'm a little surprised that that they even let. Well, I don't know how to word this. I don't know. Surprised that they let that, or they used that attack name. I'm surprised they used the word Holocaust. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be surprised, but I don't know. It seemed a little edgy, and normally they censor crazy stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's fine by me. I'm completely fine with that kind of stuff. Like maybe it's ironic that we're talking about censorship. And I'm fighting the world's the Breath of Fire 3 censor right here. But yeah, I don't know. That kind of stuff doesn't really bother me, and I don't think that. As long as you're not like, I don't know, doing something crazy like making fun of people that were lost, I guess in the Holocaust. We'll just use that as an example. So I don't know. So that was it. That was all she wrote. I want to say she's got 20,000 health. So once you hit that mark, that's the end. Alright, as a guardian, my life must end here with the goddesses. Time to die. So, I don't know, kind of weird. They explained earlier on in the game that once a guardian completes their duty, they turn to stone and they go to sleep. But maybe because we destroyed Miria, that means Gar has to die, but then he turned to stone right there. So, I don't know. Kind of weird. And here we have Miria doing what looks like praying to a god, and she says, what should I have done with the brood? Maybe the answer was to coexist with the brood. There's a shocker, huh? That's my opinion anyway. I feel like maybe she wouldn't have got destroyed by the hero if she would have tried that. You went too far in your attempt to wipe out the brood. True. That is a fact. Oh, are they gonna make it? I think is this the cliffhanger? I think. Did they get locked in? Did they get locked in? Can take care of themselves better than they see. They kind of going with like the children aspect. So it certainly looks like the sisters died together. But who knows? I don't know. I don't know. All right. I think I'm going to call it a day on the commentary. Again, hope you guys liked all the videos. I think this ended up being number 50. So, good place to end. But yeah, again, hope you liked the videos. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. But I guess, I'd say join me for more. But this will be the last of the Breath of Fire 3 anyways. So I'm not sure what game I'll pick up next. But I guess, stay tuned. Again, thanks for watching.